Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. With today's card I'm going to show you how to use the negative part of the die. This is the bit that would probably be thrown away, but with a little bit of careful positioning you can make use of this negative part. So this is the die that I'm going to use, and this is quite a large butterfly from Spellbinders. You can use any shape that you want and still get the same effect. So what I've done is I've created a base card and I've added some pretty paper to my base, and this is the bit that's going to show through the negative part. Now the next thing I've done is cut myself a layer that's slightly smaller than that pink layer, and this is the bit that I'm going to work on. So on my top layer I'm going to place the butterfly die in the position that I would like it to be, and I'm going to tape that down and I'm going to run that through the die cutting machine. Now once you've die cut it, you can take this away, and this is the butterfly that will come out of the die, so keep that for another project. But there you've got your negative effect in your card, and I've just stamped and embossed a sentiment at the bottom, and I'm going to emboss this piece. So the next thing you need to do is to decide what colour you want around the inside of the butterfly, and you're going to cut yourself 2 more layers, and again don't throw these away, these will always come in for another card. So with one of the pieces just lay it down flat, and with your top layer you're going to just lay it on top so that you get an outline around part of the die, and you're going to glue that piece in place. Now once you've glued that piece in place, you're going to do exactly the same with the other piece, but around the bottom part of the card. So all I'm doing is lifting up part of it and just gluing this in place so that it's in the position that I want it to be. Now once I've got that glued in place, I can then do exactly the same with the other piece so that we have a border around the bottom part of the card. And don't worry about trying to line it up perfectly, you won't be able to get it perfectly done. So then I shall glue this piece in place. So once you have these glued in place, all I'm doing is just trimming them off, and I'm just angling the scissor blade so it just goes under the edge of the card, and that will give me a nice border around my negative card. So on the back of this I've just added in some foam tape that supports the shape, and I'm just going to pop that on my card, leaving that border. And now you can see that the negative effect is just raised off the card. Now what I also have is some very pretty Diamante bling, and I'm going to use a piece of this for the butterfly's trail. So I'm just going to sit that down. Whoops, stuck to my fingers. Just going to stick that down on my card just to make it look pretty. So there you've got one card using the negative effect. But on the other card, what I'm going to do with this one is use these pieces that we have left over. So I've done the same base and I have embossed another piece that goes along there, but this time it's not got the butterfly cut out. So I'm just going to add that to my card, and then I'm going to glue these butterflies in just along the body line, and I can pop these anywhere I want on my card, and I'm going to glue another one on top again, just on the body line, and that's going to sit on the top. And then I shall use another piece of my bling, and that will also be a trail for the butterfly. So we'll just pop that in along there. And if you notice, there is no sentiment stamped on this, but I have embossed a little sentiment on a separate piece, and I'm just going to add that to my card. And then I found some roses that all match each other. So what I'm going to do is just add these roses in along the body line. So there we've got two pretty cards using the butterfly. One's using the negative, the other is using the positive. And all I'm going to do to curl those wings is just curl them over a pencil. And there you have your cards.